We walk as if time were a flat sheet, but we feel bumps as if it were alive. The past lies behind like a dead plane. The future lies ahead like unseen relief beneath fog. The question of time is the question of what rises to meet the foot. If something meets us, it has substance. If time flows, something must be flowing. We say the past produces the future because we need a from. Sequence demands origin. From to from. Struggling is a generator. The past considered as past is powerless. What is gone cannot act without a proxy. A dead thing cannot beget unless the living lends it force. The present considered as an instant is too thin to create. The present is always vanishing. What is vanishing cannot stockpile substance. A knife's edge cannot be a reservoir. The present is not only a boundary, it is an arena. The present is the only domain in which the self is active. The present is the only domain in which the self is active. Present and active self are intertwined names for the same immediacy. If time has substance, the active self is a candidate for its source. Experience is owned only where agency occurs. Time thickens where attention and action thicken. But a self-origin story immediately fractures. If the self supplies time, whence the self? If time precedes self, whence time's substance before any owner? A private present does not explain a shared present. Many nows must somehow overlap. Objectivity is the puzzle of synchronized subjectivities. The future may condition the present rather than produce it. The present emerges as if from ahead. Continuation to the future stabilizes the present's being. The future confirms present the way an echo confirms a sound. Without onward resonance, now collapses into mute discontinuity. Persistence is the present's proof. What conditions the real seems required to be real. If the future conditions the present, the future is not nothing. Denying the future reality conflicts with its conditioning. The future is the axiom of indeterminacy. The future is the X of experience, unknown in source, location, condition, consequence. To specify it in advance is to abolish it as future. The future cannot communicate specifics backwards. Expectation is a forward-facing grammar. Reverse prediction destroys the category it seeks. The future awaits present determination. Untouchable in actuality, it is open in structure. The present does not read the future, it writes into it. The past seems determined, yet only determined by appearing now. The past constrains what can appear in the present. The past is not experienced as past, but as present content labeled past. We never know then, we only know now with traces. Memory is a present event claiming prior reference. Evidence is present shaped, interpreted as prior cause. Our knowledge of the past rests on unprovable operational axioms, that traces are trustworthy, that patterns repeat, that laws held then and now, that time is linear from past to future. No witness stands outside the present to certify these. Recollection is a voyage that cannot return to its departure. It leaves from a present that will not be there upon a return. The known changes while the knower searches. The past is screened by its own consequences. What followed alters what can be found. Later conditions fabricate the field on which earlier scenes appear. Memory is not a window onto the past, but a stage built after the play. The past appears inside later rhythm. What really happened is filtered by what happened after. Explanation inherits the same temporal fracture it describes. Conclusions become past as soon as they are reached. The act of concluding removes the conclusion from direct immediacy. Derivation points towards what it no longer is available. Explanation reverse a process that cannot re-enter. The source explanation seeks is the unknown that once was. If knowing did not depend on derivation, the past need not be the source we imagine. Past as source may be present construct. The present may present itself as derived to secure continuity. A determinate past indeterminately linked to the present is our compromise with fog. We assert fixity behind us to steady motion ahead us. We call it history, we live it as inference. Time substance is whatever makes continuation feel mandatory. It may be carried by traces, by agency, or by futurity's pool. Its from is less certain than its happening. The fog is not a defect in time, but a condition of experience. If the future were clear, it would not be future. If the past were present, it would not be past. Time is the art of keeping both unavailable while making life possible.